Hi everybody, welcome to the astrology chat for July 25th, 2024. So there's a lot of moving parts for today, and the keys are to commit now to using this Mercury retrograde that we are currently in the shadow of, and will be in a flux of Mercury until about September, in a way that is intentionally and meticulously focused on you changing your external and your internal habits and functions so that you have a more spiritually centered and balanced existence. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's really important because of what we see going on around us, and what's going to be happening in our own personal lives is going to, over the next few months, really challenge us to be royal in the way that matters to us, to be taking the lead in what is divine, to be preparing to step up and step out, build community, and to do what you have been assigned here to do by God. And that is a very personal mission. And along the way, you are going to be put in places with the people that you intend to be put with. In the meantime, you need to be the person to yourself that you need to be with God so that you can get to where you're intended to go. And I say this today because we have a lot of moving parts. We have the moon in Pisces until 10:31 a.m. There's going to be a short void, and the moon will go into Aries. While the moon is in Pisces, has made a sextile to Uranus, a quincunx to Mercury, and a conjunction to Neptune, which you'll do right before it goes void. So there is still very much a very spiritual conversation going on. This is Neptune retrograde. This is Pisces that has Saturn retrograde in the house. So this is a very serious energy. There's a very deep awareness about what's ending, what's about not sustainable, about what you're going to need to do so that you can put yourself in position to be ready for the future that your soul is saying to you, that the divine is saying to you, that you are seeing around you, because things have changed vastly, right? And then when that moon moves into Aries, right, it's going to make a Pluto sextile, a Sun sextile, and a Mars sextile. And so this is when the moon moves into Aries, you're going to want to get going about what you're doing, right? This has the North Node in it. There's a drive, there's an ambition, there's a focus here that's really going to kind of make you like dead zero in on your goal. It does also have a sexy square with Venus, and so there's going to be a bit of incompatibility about where you are now and where you need to go, and that's where there's definitely going to need to be a spirit of adjustment. We also have a beautiful trine to the sun that does help us grow, that does help us connect. The moon and the sun will be coming into a trine, and so there is this connection, right, with the sun, with Mars, with the moon, that there's this emotional kind of balancing that is happening. But again, notice it's internal. Pisces is behind the scenes. Who you are until you decide to change it is pretty much only known by you, right? And so there is this really push to bring that out. We also have Mars in a quincunx with Neptune. We have Mercury in a quincunx with Neptune. So the details are a little bit fuzzy right now. And so that's why it's going to be really important to allow yourself to ruminate, to reconsider. We now are entering into Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune retrograde. We have Mercury about to go retrograde. So there's a lot of internal energy happening in the mix. This isn't necessarily about everybody else seeing it or understanding it. This is about a prolonged commitment to do internal development. And then we have Mercury moving into Virgo tonight at 6:41 p.m. Mercury is going to be in Virgo until August 14th. Right, move out during that retrograde, and then move back at September 9th to the 26th. So this is where we have a really long consideration of Mercury, who's happy in Virgo, but is looking at the details. That's kind of being very dry, being a little bit cynical. So don't forget to add love to the equation. But again, overall, it's time to get to work. It's been time to get to work, but the universe, God, is really definitely pushing it now, because I wave my hand around to let you know this is what's going on. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.